Hello everyone, I'm here back in Arusha, Tanzania at the community of Shalom Shabazi, the Yemenite community here in Arusha that has been here for about 200 years. I'm currently sitting in the old shul, which is more of a Beit Midrash now, next door to the current shul. It's Taimani Shul, an old Baladi shul where there's no chairs, but rather everybody sits on the floor and davens in that way without any shoes on. Take your shoes off when you come in to the shul. Now on to our week's parsha. We have a question of what is the most important pasuk in the Torah. Right? When you ask people of what they should be looking for, what sums up the Torah, what is the most inclusive pasuk, what is the core ideal of Judaism, so a lot of people will go to the Ten Commandments, and some people even know some of the Mishnayot or Midrashim, stories that are told to teach us different things. And one of them is brought up by the Maharal from Prague, who brings a Midrash that many people are familiar with, of well, what is this pasuk? Ve'ahavta l'reacha kamocha, amar Rabbi Akiva ze klal gadol b'Torah. Rabbi Akiva says, love your friend, your fellow Jew as yourself. This is the core of the Torah. He even takes us from teachings of one of his rabbis, Hillel, who says, Masha sanui alecha, what you don't want to be done to you, al ta'aseh lechaverecha, don't do upon to others. Then another rabbi gets up and he says, I have a more inclusive, a more core value pasuk than that. B'tselem Elohim asa et ha'adam, in God's image, man is created. Therefore, it's not only speaking about your friends, about your brothers, about the Jewish people, but the whole world. All man is created in God's image. Therefore, treat all people well. A third rabbi gets up and says, I have an even more important pasuk than that. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Listen, Israel, God is our God, God is one. This means that everybody, there's universal values of treating all creations because God created the world and there's only one God. Therefore, we must treat the world in a certain way. Then a fourth rabbi gets up, Rav Shimon ben Pazi gets up and he says, I have an even more core value in Judaism. And that is, Et hakeves ha'echad ta'aseh b'boker, ve'et hakeves ha'echad ta'aseh ben ha'arbaim. A pasuk from our week's parsha, from Parashat Pinchas, and it says, and one offering you will bring in the morning to the Mishkan, to the Bet HaMikdash, and the second one you will bring towards the evening. That's a pretty different than the other three, right? Where is the universal value? Where is changing the world? Where is the grand gestures? Bring one offering in the morning, one offering in the evening. And the craziest thing is, the Midrash ends with a fifth rabbi gets up and says, Halacha ke Rav Shimon ben Pazi. We hold as an opinion, we are agreeing that the most important value is this one. Not love your neighbor as yourself, not love the world, not God is one, but rather we're going with the rabbi that says bring one offering in the morning and one offering in the evening. The answer is yes. All of these grand gestures and big movements are extremely important. But is that what made Judaism great? Is that what made us survive 4,000 years? The 4,000 years that we survive because of consistency. Because of this consistency of the one we bring in the morning and one in the evening. Since we don't have a Bet HaMikdash, the temple has been destroyed, and we cannot bring offerings, we have Shacharit and Mincha that are the parallels for that. Shacharit in the crack of dawn while it's light out, and Mincha when it's getting dark. Doesn't matter if it's a good day, a bad day, if it's light or dark. We still pray. We still have our rituals. We still have our consistency. This is what makes us powerful. This is what makes us last. And this is why Rav Shimon ben Pazi says this is the most important thing. When we think about relationships, people say, oh, you have to do something big for the anniversary. You have to do something, like there's something big happy and something big sad. Those are the moments that make or break a relationship. But the truth is, it's not. The majority of your relationship is not the big moments. It's not the big gestures. The psychologist, Jordan Peterson, talks about this. He says, your relationship, the majority of it is not the big tragedies, and it's not sipping mimosas on the beach. While those things are important, they compile a very small percentage of your relationship. The majority of your relationship actually breaks down into the two of you wake up in the morning, you're getting ready, and both of you are headed out to your day in work, right? That ends up compiling about 15 to 20 minutes of shared time together. How are you spending that time? Are you on your phones? Are you getting ready in separate rooms? Are you clashing? Then you come back from work. What is the interaction like over there? You have about a set time before the chaos with kids and everything else is happening, and then you have, let's say, 20 minutes. Then everything is starting to happen. You have a bedtime, bath time routine to get the kids ready, and you put the kids to bed, and now you have 2 hours before you guys are going to go to sleep. So we've come up with, you are spending all in all 2, maybe 3 hours a day together physically. What are you doing with that time? Are you watching movies? Are you on your phones? Are you interacting? Because that is your relationship. 80% of your relationship, that's how he describes it. He says 80% of your relationship boils down into that 15 minutes in the morning, an hour in the evening. That's it. And if you have good habits and good routines and good things that you are doing together, you will have a good relationship. Even if there's no grand gestures, no big anniversaries, big travels, all these things. Because that's what makes it. Bring one offering in the morning. I love you in the morning. One offering in the evening. I love you in the evening. That is what makes Am Yisrael strong. The consistency throughout the generations. Shabbat Shalom.